Morning everyone, it is Nicole from North Island Stitcher. I'm coming to you today on the 10th of October. It's only 9:26 in the morning here. Hopefully we'll have a fairly quiet video. I have my children closeted away in their bedroom with snacks, a drink and their tablets. Normally I don't allow food in there, but we've got to work these things out. First of all, I want to thank everybody that has come back to watch my video, and thank everybody that has joined recently or been with me from the start. It is school holidays at the moment, hence why the children are in their bedroom. So I guess let's get on with it. So my whips at the moment are only the ones that I did my last video. I've only completed one. I've only started one since then, and I'll just bring that video up. I do apologise for this delay. I did have it up here and now it's gone turtle pip. There it is. And it was this one. This is where the progress was on those three, and of course the light wants to be a bugger. So that's those ones. So let's start with what I've worked on in the last 3 weeks. This one is Marvellous Garden from Heaven and Earth Designs, which is this one. I have stitched 9,481 stitches from the start. I don't know what I had stitched since then at 3.09%. That's where I'm at now, and this is where we're at with it. So I'm really happy with that progress. Got a real decent amount further stitched in it, and we've put that in my squirrel bunny bag. The next one, the other one I was working on was Saki Dragon from Paine Cratfs. And that's what this is going to end up being. And I have stitched 8,722 stitches for 7.34% completed. And of course the bag fell on the floor. And that's where I'm up to with this one. And the Needleminders that came with my order from Paine Cratfs. I forgot to show my Needleminders last time in my last video, so I will be showing those today. I did add a picture, but never mind, couldn't remember everything. This is my dragon bag that I've put Saki Dragon into. Just pop a couple of photos there. The other one I worked on was more on Monach Dragon, and I have stitched a total of 9,004 stitches for 13.19%. And I think this is the one I got most progress in, because if you remember I just had this bit here, but I've filled in all of that now. I'm really happy with that one. Matching needleminder, and I picked this as an extra needleminder with my daughter playing the piano. And that, when it will be finished, will look like this. This was the one that Dizzy Stitcher had wrecked me. So I did have to have a real giggle with his last stitch with me when he was saying I was having a conversation with myself, because nobody was talking. But you get that. I just thought it was funny when he did it during his video. The other one, the only other one I've started is Angel from Tilton Cratfs. And this was a new start on my daughter's birthday. Her birthday's on the on the 5th of October. I had to think about it then. She is now not Miss 6, she's now Miss 7. And she said she wanted me to start this one first of the big ones that I've got started, and because I'd received my CXC Floss, I was able to get started. Now all these full coverages are 10 stitch on 25 count easy guide fabric, and I have stitched 3,403 stitches for 1.94% completed. I'll probably do a bit more of this today after I've worked on my Miss 14's tutu till hubby gets home. That was a needle minder I've decided to put with it. That was a lovely needle minder that Sarah from Paine Cratfs added in. Thank you very much, I love it. This was a needle minder that came in with a JK order, and the words are because I play stitching games, Survival of the Stitchiest, Jurassic Park, and it just helps me so I can get lots of stitching in and get lots of progress on my whips. But they're fun games, they're a great bunch of people that I'm in teams with. So yeah, that's all good. So that's all my whips this week. There's not a lot of whips, not a lot of different whips this time. I was actually quite good and only worked on a few. So I guess we'll get onto haul now. I know I said I don't have a lot of haul, and generally I don't have a lot of haul, but this time I have a lot of haul because I'd made several orders some time ago, and a lot of them all came in last week. And so last week was a bumper week for haul, not normal, but that's what you get. Plus they had the Quilt Symposium in the Hutt Valley. Obviously they had a merchant's mall, and I really had to go and have a visit. Hubby had a visit and spent some money there too, and bought the kids some little things as well, so they're all happy, and I was really happy. I went and visited Bowerbird, got some finishing fabrics. I also visited PLume, who has a lot of beautiful threads, flosses and lots of lovely things like that. Got some more finishing fabrics, and I've also got some threads to do some canvas work that I have plans for, which I may show in future FlossTubes. But first of all, let's get to the rest of the needle minders that I got in my Sarah Paine package from Paine Cratfs, and this was one of them. This is the second one I bought of this, because the first one, Miss 14, kind of was like, oh mummy, I really like that, and so that's now attached to one of hers. These were the other two. Oh, sorry about the glare, there we go. Foxes, I love foxes, and a little Christmas bauble. And love Game of Thrones, so we had to go with the Game of Thrones one. Sorry about all the glare. And another Christmas bauble. Love Christmas. Got to start planning my Christmas window display this year, much to my husband's amusement. Stay. And last time I had said I bought some ballpoint needles. Now I don't know if a lot of people use them. I know several of my friends do, but I get the 26 size from Sullivans. Judy from An Aussie in a Kiwi World sent me a set to start off with, and I'm still using the first one, but I thought since I'm putting an order into JK's, I'd order another couple. So I've done that. I did have some Stitch of Kindness. My friend Nara from Nara's Crafts, she was going around visiting some of the thrift stores, and she found this beautiful kit, and she thought that I would love it for my girls, because I have one that plays the violin, and which is Miss 9, and I have Miss 14 who's a ballet dancer, hence why I'll be working on a tutu once I've done this video, and I'll edit it this evening. So she thought I'd really like this for my girls, which I do, and I am so appreciative of Nara from Nara's Crafts, so go give her some love. She's only got 3 videos up, very short videos, but yeah, go and give her some love. She hasn't been well lately. She's had that horrible cold going around like my kids have had, with the horrible prolonged cough. So I'll see her tomorrow, and hopefully she's feeling a bit better. But yeah, this one she gave to me, and it's perfect for my girls. The other one that I forgot last time was with the JK order I'd received. I'd ordered a piece of fabric from Paddock Lane Designs that I changed my mind and decided I'm going to do this one on this particular fabric because I think it'll work better. I haven't put it all together yet. I've only got the colour for the lighthouse so far, which I've chosen a Water Lilies fabric. Sorry for the crinkles. And this is 18 count, and I just think that's would look really cool. So that's what I'm going to be stitching that design on. The other colour I'd chosen, it didn't quite work, and so we've gone with this one. This is a, what colour is it? Autumn Leaves. I don't know if you can get it, otherwise I got it through Paddock Lane, but they only, I got it through, sorry, JK's, and they only ship Australia and New Zealand. But you might be able to go directly to Paddock Lane and order from them if you're interested in this colour. So that one's for that design, which I've put up. I do need to get that finished kitted. Okay, the other haul I got was a 1 metre piece of 20 count, which I'm going to dye for the Year in the Woods series, my own colourway, so I can get myself buttoned to gear for that one. The other piece I bought was a piece of 28 count white Lugana, which I'm going to dye for Bella Filipina designs for Miyari, Hana, and I'm not sure the new one, recent one that she's brought out. I don't want to put them all together because I think they'll look absolutely amazing together. I got a lot of CXC Floss in, so now I have Waterhole Masters fully kitted, and hence why I was able to start Angel. I've also now got Ballerina fully kitted, which is this one, which I'd ordered for my Gemma. Excuse the glare. Sorry, Miss 14, she'll tell me off for that now. And Waterhole Masters, which is the one my husband likes that Darren showed on his video. That's my Me band just gone flat. And so it's Darren's fault I'm doing that one. So I've got a lot of 25 count in, so they're also already pre-kitted and with their kits. Waterhole Masters, if you remember, I'll be putting into here, with it being the supersized colour, supersized but normal colour, because it's going to take me a shitload of time to get it finished. So I figured it needed to be in a clock bag, because time. Okay, now, this is my box of goodies from the Quilt Symposium and a couple of other extra things. Firstly, I put in an order to Cratfs fabric, and I got this beautiful piece of fabric. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. It's an even weave, 28 count, 13 by 18, and I'm not sure what I'll stitch on it yet, but I think that's beautiful. And it came with a little pretzel needle minder. It's a cool looking needle minder. Thank you. This is from PLume. I bought this as a kit because I need a nice pin cushion, so I selected that colourway. It's a canvas work, and that's what's in that one, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. I bought these from Minerva Gallery, which is owned by Anne Scott, who is also the owner and editor of New Zealand Quilter. I thought they would look pretty cool in some canvas work. My Silks for You order came in, all the autumn colours. Now I know others have already shown these. I know Cal Stitches has shown them and already held them up. But they are just beautiful range of colours. Came with a beautiful little pumpkin needle minder. I'm not into Halloween, but I actually like the little needle minder. It's really cool, and I love autumn colours. Autumn would have to be my favourite season. So we have ACM 002 for the seasonal silks. That's pretty true to colour. Such a pretty colour. And we have PR178. Love that. That would look really cool in a sample. It's a little washed out, but the colours are a bit brighter there. A bit brighter in real life. If you could see it properly, this is PR185. Again, it's a little washed out, but the colours are stunning. PR115. Gorgeous colour. A really cool brown, ACM 003. It's a little bit more brown, it's showing up more purpley. ACM 001. Oh, definitely too pink. Think of that with more of a brown tone to it. But it is so pretty. So that was my seasonal pack that came in, I think the day after I recorded my last video. Now I ended up going to Tinkering Tools because they have a lot of like scissors and scissor fobs and things like that, and I bought a couple of these pairs of scissors. I bought one for my daughter. You never have too many scissors for her stitching. It has a nail file on it, and I'm not likely to use that unless I have a little catch on my nail when I'm stitching. And I bought these little pair of scissors from, I'm not sure which shop I bought it from. They had 28 stalls in the gymnasium, but I bought a little scissor fob from Tinkering Tools. And I bought these little pair of scissors, which I think are just gorgeous. Much to my children's amusement that I buy so many scissors. Got a little M&M needle minder with my last JK order that arrived with my 28 count. And I also bought a few of the JK's own floss range. Thought I'd give it a go. Haven't used any of them as of yet. So we have number 028, which is really pretty, and 013, 029, and 019. Also have 026, it's a little bit brighter than that, 048, love the thread drops with the second lot that came in, 046, anybody guess what colours I like the most? Purples and blues, but a couple of greens thrown in, 020, so I'm really happy with that. Some finishing fabrics from Fox Cottage. I thought they'd look good on the back of some cushions. I bought a little bundle for Miss 12, my stepdaughter. She is right into doing miniatures for dolls' houses and things. So I bought her a little bundle that so she can make some furnishings. Much to her delight about that. And they all got some little butterfly charms. They were really happy to get those. I thought I'd give Wonderful Pearl Cotton a go, and I just love the colour. I got these from PLume. PLume do have a website. I will pop that in the description down the bottom. I've got some little buttons so I can put on some of my stitchings. Obviously not my full coverage ones, my fun little ones that I do. Got a bunch of little charms, like some elephants and little scissors. Now I can use into some needle minders I've got so many jewellery stuff, so I'll make a few needle minders. Not needle minders, sorry, scissor fobs, that's the one. Got some more of these, because like some canvas work, lots of different like ribbons and different types of threads and flosses. Different fibres, so that they'd look pretty cool. So I've got that colourway, and Miss 14 wanted this one, so she thought we could work something together with these two colourways. So I found some canvas work at the thrift store canvas pieces, which has been really hard to get here, so I was really happy to find those. So she thought we could do something together with those. I'm quite happy to do something together with her. I bought some of the ribbons, which we can add to it. Maybe this one more so because it's got greens in it. Whoops, not meant to drop that. But yeah, looking forward to giving these a go. Bought these because I thought I'd make a little, make a quilt with them. I actually might use these in this bag that I bought, because I have ordered the Gus stand, tabletop stand, and so I thought these would look good in that. So I'm looking forward to using them. Just bought some finishing fabrics, like a really soft velveteen type fabric, just for the end of backs of cushions and things, little cushions, because I've got a few smalls finished. These are some Wonderful colours that I had ordered, not ordered, that I had bought also. So that, whoops, there's those three. I was more into getting the canvas work stuff this time. And those ones, I ended up getting two of these, but that's okay. It's blue. And we got some larger spools of these ones. I know they're like Christmassy colours, aren't they? And a gold. I did get some pearl threads. This one, these are Stef Francis pearl threads. The ribbons also are Stef Francis. She's a UK dyer. And yeah, I bought two of those ones. Another lot of the Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist, which is also another UK dyer. I love autumn colours. This is the fine braid, which is what I'm using for my peppermint purple sale. I'll pull that out next week. Another ribbon. And I didn't know it at the time, but Stef Francis also does all the colours that she does in the pearl threads. She also does in the 6-stranded floss. So I bought a few of her 6-stranded floss, which this one is not PR, sorry, we're not doing silks for you now. Number 47. I will try and remember to put all of this information in the description box down below. This is number 43. Definitely way too much haul, but oh well. No, you can't have too much. Number 28. This is all her cotton flosses. Number 51. Number 28. Her fine braid, pearl braid stitches up beautifully. Number 28. And number 19. And number 32. Nice pale muted tones, pastel tones. And number 50. So I have plans on making a few needle books for some friends, and so I've bought some for the inside of the needle books, some green and a couple of blues, so they'll be quite cool. But I bought some bigger pieces of another blue and a purple. It's coming out more bluish, but it's purple, and a really minty green, and this is felted wool and in a brown, just for the insides to put your needles onto. And that is my little box of all that haul. And that is all for haul. Not that that's a small amount. Okay, so that was Angel that I showed. And this one is 2 Dancing Peacocks, which is now fully kitted up because of my order that came in. I love peacocks. So this is 2 Dancing Peacocks from Heaven and Earth Designs. Our ballerina before that I showed, that's a Tilton Cratfs one. And all of the ones I haven't started yet, such as 2 Dancing Peacocks and ballerina and Water Hot Masters, will also all be stitched on 25 count easy guide. Just because otherwise, and all in 10 stitch, because otherwise I'd never get them finished. So we've put Miss 14, the ballerina one from Tilton Cratfs, I've put in a Harry Potter bag because she likes Harry Potter. So that works. I did go to the thrift store myself and I bought birthday fairies from American School of Needlework. I know it's an old one, and it's all of the months of the year, and a little design for each month. And I think I've already bought it, but I'm glad I did double buy it, because inside when I got back to the car I realised that somebody had left their beautiful stitching in it. They haven't done the black back stitching, and they've missed the month down the bottom. But that won't take long to get that finished and stitched up. And, you know, the little yellow stitches that need to go around the border. Do the back stitching. Now it'll bring that to life. That was a nice, neat little surprise. And, yeah. But you get that sometimes. And I also found this one. Fairies. This is another one of American School of Needlework, of the 6 magical designs of different fairies. So that's one of them. That's another one. There's also, oops, sorry, that one. It's Christmas fairy. Then there's flower fairy, dream fairy. Having little girls, you can never have enough fairy designs. Oh, sorry about the glare. Frost fairy. So I'll eventually do a couple of those for them. The biggest find that I had, I found the Stony Creek one. I love the flamingo bag, the flamingo stocking. It's just so cool. My stepdaughter loves flamingos. The biggest one I found that I really loved was I found this in the thrift store on the weekend. Such an amazing find. Not being able to buy it, so to find it, I was really, really happy. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that already. I made only 5 bags since my last video. This one has a project in it. I haven't started it yet. With some big butterflies. It's an Asian fabric. So this one's an odd shaped bag, but that's because I used what I had left of the space. So quite happy with that. It's got stars on the back. Really happy with that. And I did another robin bag. I just think the robins are so cute. And not generally into Halloween, but I actually didn't mind this one with all the flowers on it as well. And I love foxes, so this one worked in perfectly for me. Almost perfectly lined up. So that's all of the haul, any bags, and my wet progresses and everything like that. Shout outs. I'd like to shout out Anne J from Fiction and Floss, Fiction and Floss. don't need to lose my tongue. She's a new floss tuber. I think she's only got 2 videos out, maybe 3, but I think it's only 2. And she combines her love of reading and her love of stitching together. Generally she's got the start of her floss tube about her reading and what she's reading, but you can fast forward it if you're not interested in the reading side of it. But she has some really awesome projects that she's stitching. And Jay is who I'm stitching the bookcase with, so that works out. She's so, go and give her some love. She's got some really awesome projects and finishes. I'd also like to shout out Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She's the one that I got the tutorial from to make the bags, and she's got some beautiful projects in stitching and quilting as well. One of my other favourite floss tubers is Teresa Little Stitcher. She is so funny and she's so sweet. She's such a lovely lady and so giving in all her videos. Love her puppies that she has. They are just adorable little puppies. I decided that when I was going to film today, I wasn't going to film until after her live floss tube today, which was so funny to watch. She's adorable. Also like to shout out Cat Stitch. We had a catch up literally just after we recorded last time, and I did give her a bag because she loves Halloween, and I just thought it would be funny for her to have just an extra Halloween bag. And another one that I love to watch is Jan Hicks Creates. She is so informative in her videos, and while I don't stitch in hand, I can't, my fingers get cramped up. I do tend to use Q-snaps or on my stand. I use a Gus stand, but I do go to Stitchy Days, hence why I've ordered the Gus stand, tabletop stand. I'm looking forward to that arriving. Got the notification this morning that got sent out this morning, so I'm really looking forward to that coming, and hopefully it arrives before the next stitch day. That would be really awesome. Now, if you all remember from the last video, I had talked about a Happy Mood Point sale. Now, you can stitch whichever design you like from the Happy Mood Point sale. I think we'll do hashtag Happy Mood Point. That seems to work well. That's to start on the 16th of November as a anniversary start for me and my husband. Because that's 16th of November is when we got married. Many years ago. And so yeah, I'm thinking we'll do the Happy Mood Point. That'll be for that, and it can be any Happy Mood Point design. It doesn't have to be the same one that I'm doing. I haven't pulled it out, so I will pull that out next time and we'll talk about that a bit more. Apart from that, the only reason why I get a lot of stitching done is because I do play a lot of cross-stitch games, Survival of the Stitchiest being one of them. There's Jurassic Park, there's also the Harry Potter one, which I love as well, and there's Lost in Floss, which is a space one, Space Academy one. But generally I can do the amount of stitching that I do as long as I have code words if there's code words, and I can post up, and I don't need to have separate ones for each one. I can just post up and have the code words on the same piece of paper. Start, finish, off I go. Doesn't take too long to post up all the pictures. So yeah, that's, I don't know if there's anything more I can say. Oh, there's also Judy Harnett, another floss tuber that I watch. She's an Aussie in a Kiwi world. I know she has just finished the Thames retreat up in near Auckland, not in Auckland, and I hear it went really well. I hope it didn't. I hope everybody had a lot of fun. Pity I couldn't go, but that's okay. Maybe next time. But yes, so I could give all those floss tubers a bit of love. Go watch them. They've all got absolutely amazing designs, beautiful stitching. So yeah, go give them some love. I can't think of anything else at the moment. I know lots of ums, sorry. Stay warm if you're in a cold place. Stay cool if you're in a hot place. Happy stitching to everybody. We're going into summer, so hopefully we can start feeling warm instead of freezing our butts off all the time. Because we had a polar blast come up last week, so yeah, we had the fire going every day for that time. So yeah, stay safe, happy stitching. Toodle pip for now.